Another day on the van. Weather's getting better. We're just working on a couple of things today. This area around the back of the van needs to be filled with thermo fleece. I need to leave some areas clear so I can get to the light if we ever have to change them. And then I'm going to use 4-way stretch carpet to finish off this area. So I'm basically going to take the fleece, stick it in the holes, and make sure it can expand again to give itself its good thermal properties. So the next step is to do the 4-way stretch carpet. I've never done it before, and I think I picked the most awkward area on the van to start as well, so we'll see how that goes. I'm taking the door seal off so that I can run the carpet all the way flush to this edge here, and then I can push this back on over the top of the carpet so you won't see the edge. The other edge is going to be behind the end of the wall. The wall's going to stick out a little bit further here, so both sides of this are going to be covered. I'm also going to be removing these two brackets so that I can run the carpet across and then screw these back on the top. It's time for our old friend, isopropanol alcohol. It's like automobile carpet, and it can stretch. When you're gluing it on, you can kind of stretch it and pull it into place. I've cut a piece that is 2 meters long by about 40 centimeters wide. I'm going to do this side, the other side, and then the piece across the top. Hopefully make the joins look nice. You stick it on with this trim fix adhesive, linked in the description. Along with this, you can see it's designed headlining and carpets just there. So this is the stuff. Mask on. I'm going to spray the surface and I'm going to spray the carpet probably down to about here, get that bit stuck on first and then work my way down from there. I don't really need to worry about it getting anywhere in this situation because none of the finished walls are here. The trim's off. I can make a bit of a mess like on the wall here and stuff, and it won't matter. If you're using this near a surface that is a finished surface, definitely cover it up because this can go everywhere. Left this bit overlapping, this can be trimmed off. The same here, it can be trimmed off all the way down. So I think I did an okay job. There's definitely a couple of ripples, but this whole section is being covered by a plastic bit of trim anyway, that thing, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to run a knife around the edges. Cool. That's that side done. I'm going to do the other side now. That side and that side's done. I've even put the trim on to see what it looks like. Very nice. And what I've done is I've peeled the top back into a kind of a straight line. Same on the other side. Peeled back into a straight line. I'm going to stick this piece on. With this piece, I'm actually going to go over my wood. The ceiling's going to come butt right up against here, so I need the carpet to go around it. You can really see how the stretch works. That bit is proper stretched. But we've got some nice contours. Nice! I got these special scissors called like duck bill scissors or something. And what they allow you to do is get right up against the carpet while cutting to make this seam good. At the moment, you can see I've got like a flap hanging down, and these scissors allow you to get right up close, push up against it and get that cut. Look at that. Obviously, it's not invisible, but you tell me where that join is. I think it looks great. I think this corner looks great as well. Not an invisible join, but a good looking join. I'm going to be sleeping sideways across the van, which means this is where my head's going to go. It's a double bed here, and this is where my feet are going to go, just there. And both sides are going to be recessed in, down and back out again, so the mattress can be slightly longer, the space can be slightly longer, so I've got a longer space to sleep in. Today I'm going to be cutting the wood that's going to be the headrest of the bed, as well as the one for the other side for your feet, and I'm going to be wrapping it in the same carpet that I've got wrapped around the door here that we just did, and then sticking it to the wall. I've already measured it, 144 by 64 centimeters, so let's go. So this is actually the old wood that was on the inside of the van. It's quite thin, it's quite lightweight. I'm not sure if it's too thin. I'm just going to cut it, stick it on the wall and see if I think it's too thin and gives way too much. You can see here that this piece of wood's got a little radius corner on it, and the metal behind also has a radius corner, but they're not the same. I need to cut more off of this in order for it to fit in there properly. That's really good for this side. It doesn't have to be bang on perfect, because on the edge here, the wall's going to come down and then it's going to return back. And the wood that goes back is going to have some thickness, so that means I've got that thickness in order to hide some stuff all the way around. So that's great. I'm just going to check it works on the other side, and if it does, I'm going to mark it out as a template on another piece, cut it again, and then we'll get to covering it in fabric. Got this carpet upside down at the moment. I'm going to spray just a top strip of the wood, a top strip of the carpet, flip this over and stick the top first, and then as I work my way down the wood I can stretch it in, so there's definitely not going to be any lumps or bumps. I think it looks awesome. It's obviously not in place yet, it's still loose. There we go, 2 heads of the bed done. Excited to see some finished surfaces coming in the van. So there's a few areas in the van which kind of need the carpet, or at least I'm going to put the carpet on for now. Might end up trying to work out how to box it in properly in the future. I've done the back doors, as you've seen. Done the 2 side panels, and now I'm going to do the area above the slide-in door, this section just up here. You can see I've taken the seal off already, and I've also stuck some protection around to stop the glue from spraying all over the seats, all over the outside of the van and stuff. Isopropanol alcohol. Very nice. So, with the trim on, I think it looks really very good. So I've also been thinking about how best to cover this insulation here. Having now done a few bits with the carpet, I think this is the best way to do this section as well. This is just going to be a cupboard for me to stick like coats in and stuff. So I'm just going to stick the carpet directly to the Dodo Thermo Liner Pro, which I've got up here. These little gaps here on the side, I'm going to fill with more of the Dodo Fleece. And then I'm just going to wrap the carpet and stick it down to here as well. And here we go, the finished look. Excuse the low light, but I really don't think that looks bad. So that's up there done, all along here done, down there done, foot of the bed, head of the bed, all around the doors, which means we can now put the ceiling up. So once again, if you're enjoying this process, consider subscribing to follow my entire process turning this van into a tiny home. YouTube thinks you want to watch this video on screen now, so check that out if you've got time, and I will see you in the next one.